Welcome to another edition of English Makes No Sense. Thank you for joining me right here on the English Makes No Sense YouTube channel. It is I, SL Rockfish. So glad you could join me today. Today we're going to talk about two little words that are so confusing. I know, English being confusing. Yeah, if you've just joining me for the first time, I am SL Rockfish. So glad you could join me. This is the English Makes No Sense YouTube channel. Here we talk about, or I talk about, weird, quirky things that go on with the English language. I love the English language. I love words. I like to make fun of things. So it's a perfect combination, at least in my eyes. So I'm so glad you could join me. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you want a shorter version, check me out on TikTok at English Makes No Sense, on Instagram at English Makes No Sense, on Facebook at English Makes No Sense, or I got a little blog, hit the blog button, got it? All right, so here we are, SL Rockfish, so happy you could join me. Got all those plugs out of the way. If you have a suggestion for something that confuses you in the English language, leave me a message in the comments. This one was brought to me by Irene. You know who you are. Thank you so much. And I'm going to talk about the words in or on. When do we use them? They're so confusing. Come on. I just use on. But first we're going to start with in, because on my board, we go with in first. So in is used with time and location. So is on, but bear with me. Let's go with in. Let's talk about time. Time. In a second, in a minute, in an hour, in a day or two, in a year. You're going somewhere and say, I'll be back in a minute. Nobody's ever really back in a minute. It's just the same. But you can use in with time. Got it? Or you can use in for location. Like in the US, in California, in my house. I am so far from California, but I am in my house and I'm in the US. So location. Or in can be a location that is surrounded in an enclosed area, like in a box or in a fenced-in yard or in your room. Okay? Then we can also have in for like something abstract, like you can be in love, in a hurry, in a rush. We can't see love, but we can be in love. That's not enclosed, that's not time, but we can be in love, in a hurry, or in a rush. Got it? Now we have on. On can be tricky. Come here. Let's start with on is used when speaking of surfaces. What? Yeah, like the glasses are on my head. Well, my head's not really a surface, but my dice is on my head. It's on the surface, okay? So, when speaking of surfaces, so you can be on the bed, on the counter, on the street. You can be walking in the street. That would be a location too. But on the street, we use for like, I'm going to park my car on the street. Park it. And we can walk in the street or on the street. That's usually those are where it gets interchangeable, in or on. Now, if you walk in the street, that's where the cars go. That could be dangerous. Then you're going to get hit and you're going to be laying on the road. Huh? I know, it's so confusing. Okay, so we go on the bed, on the counter, on the street. Or if we're talking about mass transit, wait for it, we have on the bus, on the train, on the subway, on the plane. We're never on the car, because on the car means like that. We're riding on top of the car. No, we don't want to ride on top of the car. So we use on when talking about mass transit. I'm going to get on the bus. I'm going to get on the train. I'm going to get on the subway. Going to get on the train or the plane. My bags could be on any one of these. Never in. Why? I don't know. Then we also have on for specific days, dates, and days. Okay? Like on Monday, on November 21st. On specific dates and days. On time, on the mark, on point, on to bigger things. On the plane, on the bus, on the subway, on the train. I said that again because that's the confusing one. Now here's some abstract ones or sayings. On your life, bet on something, on target, on the flip side. Like, I'll see you on the flip side. Got it? So many different things. On and in can be used for location and time. You got to rewind to see where. But you know I'm going to have a little verse. And this one is a very little verse. So bear with me, okay? In or on, which one to use? Ooh, leave that reflection. Woo! In or on, which one to use? They are so small, yet do confuse. In for time, on for place. In location, on transportation. Now I get it. Wait, one more time. No, on this topic, I'm out of rhyme. What? Come on, English. I know, in or on. It's very confusing. You can rewind, play around with it. Just remember, if you're going to get on the bus, you get on the bus. You don't get in the bus. You drive your car on the roads, but you're in your car. You can be on time in the nick of time. So many things. I hope this helps a little bit. You can rewind, slow it down, or take a look at the verse again. In, on, which one to use? They are so small, yet do confuse. I hope I straightened it out just a little. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace. See ya.